Guys, I cannot overemphasize to you, okay, that the Messiah is not a god. I've never seen Man of the Year with Robin Williams. It's one of the few Robin Williams movies I've never seen. Right? All I can tell you is this isn't based on reality. This is fantasy. It's propaganda. Okay, so it's not based on reality at all. And I don't know if I watch it or not. I'm just really not in the mood to watch movies. I'm tired of movies. I'm tired of propaganda, aren't you? You know. Let's talk about the Messiah. The Messiah is a man. Okay. He's a human being. Okay. He's not a god. Okay. All that bullshit the Roman Empire gives you about Jesus Christ is bullshit. Right. He's not a god who's omniscient, omnipotent, came down to earth to redeem us and then pay out for our disgustingness to save us all so we could go live in a magic heaven after we die if we accept him as God. That's the biggest crock of horse shit anybody's ever told in their life. People believe Constantine's bullshit. You'll believe these propaganda movies. All right. Richard Branson, up in the air doing shit for money, right? Praying to God to save him. You know, the Messiah sits there and says, you're making stupid decisions for money and you're asking me to make the decisions for you? Stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Make that your decision. Okay? Do you understand? Make that your decision. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer. How many kids are going to be on Shriners commercials with birth defects because of toxic environments and not being able to get what they need in a healthy environment to develop properly? And you can't blame the parents. You don't know what the stress. You don't know if it's a semi truck rolling over near their neighborhood, and toxic waste being in the air, and some a few politicians greasing each other's palms, so no one ever knew it happened. So what happens is this kid has these very difficult birth defects. Okay? But rich people take care of rich people. Do you understand me? And it's not taking care of things. It's just covering up shit with more shit. Okay? And I cannot overemphasize to you that this Messiah is a real, living, breathing human being. Okay? He's made up the same atoms as you are. Only he's a different person than you are. Judah Krishnamurti, Sun Yat-sen, D.T. Suzuki, they're different people than everyday people. There are stories about their existence. There are stories that are of the importance of their existence. They are very influential to the world. People talk to them and ask them for help. But I can't make Richard Branson make better decisions. Obviously, we're in the same fucking town, and he hasn't recognized me publicly since I came back here in February 2011. He went up into space, and they had him on El Paso. Children, when I was a little kid like you, I had dreams too, and I wanted to be up in space with a bunch of people that wanted to do more in life than be ridiculously good looking. And so we're going to help make sure you have hair gel and make sure that you walk with good posture, and we're going to make sure that you don't get bullied at Planet Fitness. Okay, now buy one of my cars and take my supplements and everybody go to Stanford and try to be a neuroscientist. Do you understand how sick I am of this bullshit? How sick Jesus is of this bullshit? How sick Muhammad is of this bullshit? Because life is eternal and grace is infinite. Okay, so when John McCain sits there and bitches and moans, Jesus help me through this. You dropped napalm on children. Jesus, help me through this. Did you ever think about what you did before you did it? No, he went straight to Washington and ran for president and wanted to drop nuclear weapons on Iranian children. And the little son of a bitch had the audacity for government research projects to jump into my head and try to intimidate me and say to the things that they could do to my body and the continuation of the spirit living in a body to make me, in the conditions, I have a very healthy immune system, but are physically worse than being on a Shriners commercial. It's like, wow, you dropped a napalm on children, and you wanted to be president to drop nuclear weapons in Iran. And everybody thinks I'm David Rockefeller's Manchurian Jesus. And the Manchurian candidate in no way, shape, or form was Barack Obama, because no one ever told the truth on McCain. You tell lies on me, I tell the truth on you, right? Do you understand? The Manchurian candidate was not Barack Obama, and now not Donald Trump, who's good friends with the Manchurian asshole, whose people killed Sun Yat-sen. And then Sun Yat-sen talks to me in prayer. It says, they're acting like dogs, Parsons. Teach them to be like men. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Okay, do you understand the gravity of this situation? Do you understand the gravity of this situation? Don't sell me a fucking latte on TV. Okay, I am not impressed by Georgie Girl and his girlfriends selling Nespressos with Bradley, pitty, pit on the bullet train, looking sexy. You look out on the street looking good, and deep inside, but you know that isn't right. Okay, when we're living the Lord's Prayer, you're not gonna have to put up with the kind of shit that Janis Joplin had to put up with in that song. Show you that a woman can be tough. We're living the Lord's Prayer. Okay. Why would I want to have sex with a bitch who thinks his dick is God's gift to women when he can't even love a woman properly enough to be a good father to children? Huh? Tell me, XI. You and Trump gonna go on a 3-hour tour with Gilligan and the skipper and a girl from Kansas and another girl from Hollywood and some rich people from Beverly Hills? Thurston Howell III. Oh, wait. They may be from Boston. Thurston Howell III. That's kind of like Charles Emerson Winchester III, right? You sit there and listen to Enrique Caruso. Nix on that. But can Caruso yodel? Remember that episode? That one was funny. Okay, dummies. I'm going to load this one up. Then I'm going to go check the mail, and I'm going to go out into the rec hall and shoot some hoops after supper. This is happening. And trust me, when I say I'm the Messiah, I'm not a liar. All right? And you get all the... I told you, I'm not worried about the trending. Okay? This is a public access to truth or lie. Truth or lie. Truth or dare? I dare you to keep lying when the truth is evident and the lie is obvious, and see what happens with your technology. I'm kidding. That's them. I'm not an asshole. I don't work for NASA, and I don't work for DARPA, and I don't work for Homeland Security, and I don't work for the National Security Agency, and I don't work for the FBI. I'm a human being. I love people. I love children. The Lord's Prayer is perfect. Live it and stop being like the assholes that try to promote their propaganda on TV all the time and tell you, I'm a real boy. Why are you crying, Papa Geppetto? Because you're dead, Pinocchio. There ain't going to be no magic blonde that comes down from the stars and waves a thing over you and make you into a real boy. Okay? You're going to have faith in God, believe in the Lord, and live perfect commands and obey the beauty of natural laws that sustain an eternal existence through loving one another. It's not that hard. An idiot who sends rockets into space and brings them back down to impress stupid people could figure it out. All right? But you know I love you.